Brownstone in the house. Brownstone.
Brownstone was more than just an R&B trio. They were a phenomenon. Their harmonies dominated the 90s, their debut album went platinum, and their hit If You Love Me still resonates decades later. But behind the scenes, the story is anything but harmonious. From sudden lineup changes to shocking revelations and even a tragic death, Brownstone's rise and fall is one of the most surprising tales in R&B history. What really happened to the group that seemed destined for greatness? And how did it all fall apart so fast? Like, subscribe, and let's dive into the untold story of Brownstone. In 1994, three young women crossed paths in Los Angeles. Monica Mimi Doby, Charmaine Maxie Maxwell, and Nicole Nikki Gilbert. What brought them together was more than coincidence. It was a shared dream and an undeniable chemistry. As they sang together during auditions, it became clear they had something special. Their voices blended effortlessly, creating a sound that was soulful, powerful, and unmistakably unique. The trio decided to form a group, naming themselves Brownstone as a tribute to their strength and groundedness. Brown symbolizing the earth and stone representing something solid. Their talent soon caught the attention of industry insiders, and before long, they landed the opportunity of a lifetime, a deal with Michael Jackson's MJJ music label under Epic Records. Their debut album, From the Bottom Up, was released in January 1995, and the response was electric. With hits like If Jirekrechi Desi Yiman Niandrin, the group soared to the top of the charts. If You Love Me reached number 8 on the Billboard Hot 100, went gold, and remains a 90s R&B staple. The album didn't just perform well commercially, it earned them industry respect. Brownstone received a Grammy nomination and a Billboard Music Award nod, cementing their status as rising stars. Riding this wave of success, the group embarked on a global tour, thrilling audiences with their powerhouse vocals and undeniable stage presence. But while everything seemed perfect on the outside, cracks in the foundation were already forming, threatening to dismantle the dream they had worked so hard to build. To their fans, Brownstone appeared to be a unified powerhouse, but beneath the surface, tensions were brewing. The first sign of trouble came during their 1995 tour. Monica Mimi Doby abruptly left the group, with the official explanation citing health issues, specifically bronchitis. Fans accepted the story at face value, but whispers of deeper issues began to circulate. Years later, the truth came out. According to Mimi, her departure wasn't due to illness but personal conflicts within the group. She revealed that disagreements, particularly with Nicole Nikki Gilbert, created an environment she could no longer endure. Despite their public image as a sisterhood, internal friction had started to unravel their bond. To keep the group going, Brownstone brought in a new member, Kina Cosper, to replace Mimi. Kina, a talented vocalist, faced immense pressure stepping into an already established group. While she brought a fresh voice to the lineup, her presence also signaled a significant shift. Fans couldn't help but notice the change in their dynamic, and the group's seamless chemistry from their early days seemed to falter. The departure of an original member and the arrival of a new one created a misconception. Brownstone's struggles seemed like just another story of lineup changes in the music industry, but the reality was far more complex. Their challenges weren't just about finding the right mix of talent. They were about navigating personal conflicts, managing the weight of expectations, and trying to maintain their identity in the face of change. As fans watched from the outside, they couldn't yet see the full picture of how these internal issues would impact the group's future. But the cracks in Brownstone's foundation were only getting deeper. With Kina Cosper stepping in to replace Mimi, Brownstone attempted to keep their momentum going. Their sophomore album, Still Climbing, was released in 1997. While the album showcased their signature harmonies and featured tracks like 5 Miles to Empty, which peaked at number 39 on the charts, it failed to match the commercial and critical success of their debut. The underperformance of Still Climbing marked the beginning of Brownstone's decline. The group's initial spark seemed to dim as the music industry shifted and newer acts captured the spotlight. Behind the scenes, tensions persisted. According to reports, Keena struggled to fit in with the remaining original members, Nikki and Maxie. The internal conflicts that had driven Mimi away resurfaced, making it difficult for the group to function as a cohesive unit. In 1998, after contributing the song Don't Play Me Wrong to the Players Club soundtrack, Brownstone disappeared from the music scene. Fans were left wondering what had happened to the group that once seemed destined for greatness. The decline wasn't just a result of industry pressures or changing musical trends, it was compounded by personal and professional challenges. Nikki Gilbert, in particular, began to distance herself from music, transitioning into television and appearing on RnB Divas Atlanta in 2012. While the show provided her with a new platform, it also exposed her to intense public scrutiny. Nikki's outspoken personality divided viewers, with Rolling Out magazine calling her one of the most universally reviled and repelling personalities on television. Her stint on the show ended in 2013 amid controversy, and she later admitted that the backlash affected her personal life and business opportunities. For fans, the group's silence after Still Climbing felt like an unresolved chapter. Brownstone had gone from a platinum-selling trio to a fragmented memory, leaving their legacy overshadowed by internal struggles and unmet potential. Yet, as their story continued to unfold, an even more devastating event was just around the corner. In 2015, tragedy struck Brownstone in the most unexpected and heartbreaking way. Charmaine Maxie Maxwell, known for her radiant stage presence and powerful voice, suffered a freak accident at her home. According to reports, Maxie was holding a wine glass when she accidentally fell. The glass shattered and a piece struck her neck, causing severe injuries. Her husband found her and immediately called 911, but despite efforts to save her, Maxie passed away at the age of 46. The news sent shockwaves through the music world, leaving fans and her former group members devastated. The police later confirmed that no foul play was involved, but the circumstances of her death only deepened the tragedy. Maxie's passing marked a somber chapter in Brownstone's already turbulent story. She had been a cornerstone of the group, both musically and personally, and her loss left an irreplaceable void. For her former bandmates, the tragedy was a painful reminder of the fragility of life and the bonds they had once shared. Nicole Nikki Gilbert later reflected on Maxie's impact, describing her as a vital part of their sisterhood and legacy. Fans mourned not just the loss of Maxie, but the fading hopes of seeing Brownstone return to their former glory. Her death cast a long shadow over any possibility of a full reunion, turning their story from one of promise and potential to one of heartbreak and loss. But even as they grieved, Brownstone's remaining members attempted to honor Maxie's legacy in the years that followed. Yet the group's journey was far from over as they faced the challenge of keeping their music and message alive amidst overwhelming sorrow. After Maxie Maxwell's untimely passing, the surviving members of Brownstone sought to honor her legacy while reigniting the spark that had once made them an R&B powerhouse. In 2019, Nicole Nikki Gilbert and Monica Mimi Doby reunited at the Essence Festival, marking their first public appearance together in years. The reunion was bittersweet, with Nikki expressing that Maxie's presence was deeply felt, even in her absence. To reintroduce themselves to a new generation, the group rebranded as the Brownstone Experience. This iteration included a fourth member, Aaron Jackson, a bold move to modernize their sound while keeping their roots intact. Nikki described the effort as a way to push the envelope and put on their millennial caps. The group's renewed energy aimed to build a bridge between their legacy and contemporary audiences. They performed their classic hits like If You Love Me, which had gained new life after being sampled in Tory Lanez's 2016 hit Say It. Nicki called the recognition from newer artists bittersweet, lamenting that Maxi never got to hear the resurgence of their music. Despite their efforts, the Brownstone Experience didn't release any new music, leaving fans wondering if their story would remain tied to their past rather than a new future. While their performances were nostalgic and heartfelt, the absence of fresh material limited their ability to fully revive their status in the music world. For fans of 90s R&B, Brownstone's attempt at revival was a poignant reminder of their immense talent and the challenges of sustaining a legacy after so much turmoil. Although they never returned to their peak, their story serves as a testament to their resilience and their commitment to preserving the memory of their fallen sister, Maxi. As of now, the Brownstone Experience remains a symbol of what could have been, a glimpse of their past brilliance paired with a lingering sense of unfinished business. Brownstone's journey is a story of soaring highs and devastating lows. From their explosive debut in the 90s to the heartbreaking loss of Maxi Maxwell, the group's legacy is as complex as it is inspiring. They were a trio that once embodied strength and unity, yet behind the scenes, personal conflicts and industry challenges unraveled their momentum. Their brief revival as the Brownstone Experience gave fans a glimpse of what could have been, a chance to relive the magic of their harmonies and their undeniable talent. However, the lack of new music left many feeling that their story was never truly completed. What makes Brownstone's tale so compelling isn't just their music, but the humanity behind it. They were women navigating the intense pressures of fame, personal loss, and the challenges of staying relevant in a rapidly changing industry. For every triumph, there was a trial, and for every hit, a heartbreak. Yet their music continues to resonate. Songs like If You Love Me remain timeless, reminding fans of the era when Brownstone stood as a beacon of raw talent and emotion in the R&B world. So, what's next for Brownstone? Will their legacy remain frozen in the past, or could there still be another chapter waiting to be written? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain, their story, with all its ups and downs, will never be forgotten. Let us know your thoughts. What part of Brownstone's journey surprised you the most? And do you think they can still make a lasting comeback? Share your opinions below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more untold stories from the world of R&B legends. Thanks for watching.